All right, so we got Marcus and James Casey here with Deep Oceanboards.
Yep.
All right, so where are you guys from?
I'm from Western Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Okay. So and so you have this new board here that looks really cool, and I guess you James, you paddled this in the Maui to Molokai race last weekend or
yeah,
2 weekends?
Yeah, I've used it all this month. So for the Oahu race on Oahu, I used it, and then Maui to Molokai as well. And yeah, it's working really well. Marcus has done a great job.
Yeah. So Marcus, you're the designer, and so you want to talk a little bit about the design and what your thinking is behind it and so on?
I wanted to do a dugout after designing my own unlimited that was a flat deck, and was hoping the dugout might help with stiffness, and just made it a bit longer than my first design that I did for myself as well. And all the three that are here are all basically prototypes, and but they're all going good so far, so pretty happy.
Are all three prototypes the same, or are there differences?
There's James and Matt's is the same except for the width, and Toby Cracknell's one is a little different. His has slightly harder rails, but yeah.
All right. So this, I saw you have this modification here on the deck, I guess like a water diverter. Is this something you added after the Maui to Molokai race?
Yeah, so I chatted to Marcus after the race and said I was getting a little bit of water in, especially in those really big bumps. I had to run back and sometimes the nose plowed, which happens for all boards. And he says, you know what, I might have an idea. So they went to the garage and found some aluminium, like tin cans and some cardboard, and made a mould. And we came up with a visor that works super well to keep all the water out, even in the worst nose dives. So yeah.
Cool. So it's based on beer cans, huh?
Yeah,
beer
exactly.
can design. Cool. So and then like I noticed you have those Venturi drains on the bottom. Are those added after the race as well, or is that how you designed it in the first place?
That was designed to always have them. We did a prototype that didn't have them, and then we looked at sort of what the skis use, and it's basically a bigger version of what a ski has in the bottom.
So do you want to explain how that works, kind of?
It just creates a little section of low pressure behind there, which sucks, and it sounds cool when you're surfing because yeah. But that's. So
when you catch a big bump and the nose goes under, do you get swamped in that? I mean, it seems like you could hold like 200 gallons of water in that deck.
Yeah, so we made a few modifications to make sure we wouldn't get so much water in there. The worst I've had it was just a Molokai run, and it does fill up, but to be honest, it drains probably after one bump. So, and that was without the visor, and then with the visor, it doesn't fill up anywhere past you. Doesn't even cover your feet now. So it's the visor's fixed all those problems, and and the drain holes work for the rest of it.
Okay. So Marcus, I guess the idea is that you're standing pretty much at water level, or what height off the water do you stand at? You're
a little higher, but the board's never flat, so I guess when you're on rail or something you could be at water level or even maybe a bit below, but if you're just sitting dead flat you're just a little bit above it. So if you're paddling in the flat, just the Venturis don't need a suck, gravity will let it fall out. But the idea is obviously just to be lower center of gravity, but you aren't quite at water level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and then I guess by having the rails still being thick, you have stability, so you can go a little bit narrower, and you have lower center of gravity. I guess that's the whole idea. And then you said also that it gives you more rigidity. Is that part of the thinking?
Yeah. Yep. It does do that. I mean, I guess there's pros and cons to everything. Not everyone likes a dugout because you can hurt yourself when you fall out and stuff like that. But I'm a big fan of the Ace, and I wanted to give it a go in a big board and see what happens.
Yeah. So when you move around and like when you catch a bump, like how does that feel? Like does it cause you issues with the dugout? Do you have to get used to it, or is it pretty much an easy transition?
I think it's more of a mental thing. You're thinking, oh, it's a dugout, you can't move, but it's still plenty of standing area. to be honest, the best thing about this board is I don't have to move much off the rudder, so I can drop down the biggest bump and just stay on the rudder. But when I do have to get all the way back, you have to take a few more steps than you normally would, being an unlimited board. But it's no issue really walking up and down the deck, and it's been great.
And the rudder, you just use like Spectraline, it looks like, right? And
yeah, super easy to fix if something does go wrong. And a lot of people have asked if we trip on these, and we haven't. Like, it hasn't been an issue, but we do have plans to sort of make that fasten down onto the deck, so it's going to be no issue at all. But we haven't had an issue so far.
Right.
Okay, let me go talk to my friends. Yeah, do whatever. We're gonna be.
And then I guess 2 holes in the back and then 4 in the front.
Yeah, exactly. And we're thinking the more holes the better, to be honest. More draining.
So does it, I mean, obviously the dugout, you have to use more glass or carbon or whatever, so does it adds to the weight of the board as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So how much does a board like this weigh about?
When it was made, I think it was around the 14 kilos.
Oh, so it's still pretty light, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's built light. It's not meant to last forever. It doesn't have PVC or anything. It's made to come over and do the Molokai and stuff. But
so is
it's not a
is
huge
it mostly
amount.
computer shaped or hand shaped or combination or what?
It's computer shaped.
Even the dugout, everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So what? So maybe turn it over. Like what's your thinking on the bottom shape? Like what like I guess this one you said is 24.5 wide or what is it?
Yeah, this one's 24.3.
24.3.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that number?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I wanted it somewhere between 24 and 24 and a half.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So 24.3.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the sort of wider front coming into the thinner tail. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Ace, and I just kind of stretched it out and made a few little changes that I thought would work here and there. It's obviously different bottom shape to the Ace.
So it does have kind of a rocker all the way through, right? Yeah. It's not doesn't really have a flat spot in the middle or anything like that. And quite a bit of rocker in the nose too, right? And
yeah, it's
kind of
probably
rounded,
more of a flip nose than a lot of the SICs. I think is a more gradual rocker.
And the Ace definitely has more of a boofy, rounded off nose, right? So
yeah,
more of a little bit more piercing, right? Yeah,
a bit more piercing. Yeah, so it's kind of a mixture of things that I've liked in boards that I've paddled over the years, and the bottom shape is just sort of evolved from the first Unlimited that I designed for myself last year, and it'll evolve again for the next ones already. So yeah, we'll see where it leads.
Cool. So tomorrow the wind's supposed to be a little bit lighter, but really nice easterly direction. So how do you think this board's going to work for you tomorrow?
I can't wait. It's going to be perfect for it. We designed it for sort of on the lower end, but when we paddled it over here, it actually worked in the high end too. So a little bit more manageable in the low end. It has a bit more of an advantage in that sort of low end of the wind spectrum. So I can't wait to test it against the world's best.
Yeah. So who do you think is the guy you're gunning after?
Well, Travis and Connor, they're the benchmark. We've been chasing them for years now. So
right.
Yeah. See how we
go.
So
from Maui to Molokai, you came in. What was it? Third, fourth, fifth. Yeah. So how was that race? You want to talk a little bit about that, and how did how did the board work?
So for that race, the beginning was quite chopped up, and I was sort of running around sort of 8th or 9th in the first half. And then as we got closer to Molokai, past the Kamala buoy, and this board just opened up, and I was actually behind Kenny and Toby in the whole first sort of 2/3 of the race. In the last 15 kilometres, I managed to put a lot of time on them.
That's when it gets really good.
So this board just went to league of its own and just
overdrive.
Yeah, went really nicely. So in the straight stuff, it worked super well. In the crossed up stuff, I probably just need a little bit more time. I feel like I've worked out those kinks now. But yeah, a lot of fun.
Okay, cool. The rudder is just a regular kind of a straight up and down fin.
That's a VMG rudder.
Oh, it is a little bit different, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty small too, yeah? Relatively small.
That in your SIC?
Yeah, so I use the same fin in my SIC. It's a VMG rudder. A friend of mine from back home banks great race fins, and also I asked him to make a few rudders as well. Mm-hmm. So Yeah, I changed it last year from SIC, and it moves quicker. It just feels faster, more responsive and faster overall. Less drag.
It's fairly thin profile too, and smaller surface area.
Yeah, super nice fin.
I always felt that a lot of the SIC fins, it feels like you have more than you need, really. Yeah, so it's too much fin a little bit.
Yeah, so VMG's done a great job with that.
Oh, VMG, so that's this guy here, huh?
Yeah.
VMG blades. Cool. Anything else you want to talk about? So I mean, Deep Oceanboards, is that your business?
No, I'm just
You're the designer.
doing the race board designs for them. It's a company. It's out of the same factory as Dolphin Surfcraft, who make like the skis and stuff, the clubby boards.
Right.
Yeah, and they're just based in southern Queensland on the coast there. So yeah, I've just been doing the designs for them since the start of this year, and it's been working really well. Been getting some good results so far. So yeah, it's good to have people like James and Matt and Toby riding the board. It's a blessing.
Sounds like you got a good team.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Great. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Give us a thumbs up, please. Hope you enjoyed the show. Aloha.